time now for everybody's favorite guessing game, What's My Line? Brought to you by Remington Rand, makers of the world's #1 electric shaver, the Remington. Now, let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in the New York Journal-American and papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
And on my left, it's a great pleasure to have with us tonight someone who is not only a brilliant comedian, but a charming young man, and was once a mystery guest on this show, so tonight he'll know how we feel. Jack Carter.
Thank you, and on my left, a lovely young lady who comes to the show hungry every week, they told me. Nobody brought her any goodies or lemonade. Lovely Arlene Francis, girl actress.
Thank you, Jack.
Sam.
And on my left, a very nice goodie, a gentleman who writes the very amusing anecdotal column, Try and Stop Me, for hundreds of newspapers all over the country, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
Thank you, Arlene. Well, an amateur statistician has figured that this show has gotten 32 national awards in the past 6 months, and I think a great many of them are due in large measure to the competence and facility of our very charming moderator, John Charles Daly.
Well, good.
He's just trying to disconcert me. Normally, I'm ducking when he makes the introductions. Thanks a lot, Bennett. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line. We're up to our old tricks on Sunday night. We've got some interesting occupations. We've got some very nice people who brought them along. We trust that the panel will have a tough time with them, and our guests will have a bit of fun and take home some small prizes anyway. We'll have a famous guest challenger before the panel a bit later on, but right now it's time for our experts to meet our first challenger whose job has to be spotted. So would you sign in, please, ma'am? June Morrison, is that right? No. Sure. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Where are you from?
New York.
From New York?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been neighbors all these years?
All these years.
Heavenly days. Well, you've got some more neighbors over there. A flock of people that I think probably you know pretty well by reputation, if not by sight, and they would like to know you a bit better. So would you walk over and see them?
That on purpose?
All right, Miss Morrison, if you'll come over here, please. The panel always gets one free guess as to what your line may be, and we begin the free guesses with Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
I think she models dresses for tall girls.
Models dresses for tall girls. Mr. Carter.
Well, she's a strong-looking girl. If she's a lifeguard, I want to be drowning right now.
Miss Francis.
I think she packs canasta cards.
Mr. Cerf.
She's going to be Miss New York at the Atlantic City pageant next week.
No, I'm afraid nobody has it. We'll let our viewers at home have a further look at Miss June Morrison. At the same time, we'll tell them what her line is. The panel's going to have to work. Miss Morrison, you know how we score this operation, don't you? We flip cards.
Yeah.
All right, fine. You all set to go?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Morrison is salaried, and with that, let's begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Miss Morrison, do you work in the daytime rather than at night?
Yes. And no.
Then you can do your work at night.
Yes.
Do you have occasion to meet people in your work?
Well, we don't actually let her out very often, but she does get to meet a few people here and there.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
Yes.
Is there a product involved?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Carter.
There's no product involved. Do you come in contact with both men and women?
Yes.
Could the men and women possibly come to see you?
Yes.
They could come to see you. I'd be there. Alone. Do they feel better mentally or physically after you visit with them? They visit with you?
Yes.
Oh, then they benefit from seeing you.
I would say the people...
Do you, is your major portion of is it done through talk?
No.
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
You wouldn't talk to me.
Then there is manipulation of some kind, is there, Miss Morrison?
We could say there's manipulation of some kind, yes.
You touch these people then with your hands? No.
No, that's...
whatever does she manipulate?
I was working at the same manipulator.
You don't manipulate the people, Miss Morrison. Is that right?
That's right,
Correct,
Bennett.
if you don't.
I made the point that there is manipulation of a kind, just to give you a broadest possible interpretation.
Miss Morrison, are you at all connected with the entertainment industry?
Yes.
Are you more connected with the taking in of money part of it than the exhibition part of entertainment?
No.
4 down and 6 to go,
Yes,
Miss
wrong.
Kilgallen. Bennett, I thought you were off and running there.
Are you a performer, then?
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with music?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I would say music is there, you know.
But music, you don't play a musical instrument, do you?
No, I don't.
Yes, she does not play no musical instrument, no.
I know you feel about that way. Do audiences come to see you, though?
Yes.
And do you ever do what you do on a stage?
Yes.
Is it in a theater?
Yes.
Music is not necessary to what you do?
No, we didn't mean to mislead you. Music is a part of what she does, yes.
But she does not create the music.
That's right. That's what we wanted to clear up.
Do you move about?
Yes.
Is there anyone else in the act with you?
Yes.
Do you work with anyone like a magician?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cotton.
Do you have aspirations of becoming so to speak, a star yourself, or a star entertainer? In the entertainment field, going further yourself? Or are you happy with where you are now?
Well, I would
You got something in mind for us?
I'm Darrell Zanuck.
Now, you stop beating your wife, Jack. That's what we're talking about. No, I mean say Miss Morrison is happy doing what she is now, but she also has ambitions, I'm
I
sure.
thought if she were working with a comedian, I'm wide open for a partner. Do you travel around the country with this?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
Can't get work. Look at this.
Is it possible that you wear a costume that is somewhat brief in the job that you do? The performing of your work? Does it necessitate wearing something other than a dress, a short costume of some kind?
Yes.
Do you not only move your hands and your arms, do you sometimes move your legs in your work?
Yes.
Do you think I could have it? No.
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with getting through water?
No.
Well.
7 down and 3 to go, Mr.
Now,
Sir.
I have an idea, too, that's probably going to be entirely wrong. But, Miss Morrison, when you do your specialty, is there anything attached to your feet?
No.
You're not a skater?
No.
Oh, gee
Thank
whiz.
you, Bennett. You saved our lives. 8 down and 2 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Does the work that you do require some special training or lessons of some kind?
Yes.
Does it require also extreme limberness?
Yes.
Do you do acrobatics?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Cotter.
I think you're out of show business by now. Is there a musical accompaniment to any part of the act at all, any part of this performance?
Yes.
Do you at any time appear alone by yourself on the stage?
No.
No, for heaven's sakes, you just skirted all around.
Trapeze?
She's a dancer, a rockette.
They work alone. Well,
Not the gums in your jacket.
No, but you know what was unfair. The music.
Is this she one of the rockets we can take to the moon?
Radio City Music Hall rockette doesn't go to the moon, but it takes
You
other
know, you were
people
so
up to the
dubious
moon.
about the music being part of it that it really threw us off the dancing. Will everybody here agree?
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
They never rehearse. They're always up on the roof.
John, I
didn't
wish
do
to
it.
take back the introduction I gave you this evening.
Miss Morrison takes nothing back. You did wonderfully. I'm glad you stuck them, and I hope you had some fun. It's nice to have had you with us and watch. All right, panel. Let's see what you can do with another challenge. Would you come in and sign in, please, sir? Anthony Bellick. Is that right, sir? Where are you from, sir?
Norwalk, Connecticut.
Norwalk, Connecticut. Well, it's nice to see you here and neither run nor walk, but you've got a small walk. Ooh,
Right.
Goodbye.
Hi.
All right, sir. Well, you come over here now and sit down next to me. And as you probably know, the panel gets free guests, and we'll have the free guesses begin with Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
He's a chemistry instructor.
A chemistry instructor, Mr. Carter.
He's pretty tall, sneaky looking. I think he runs Hernando's Hideaway.
Miss Benton.
I think he tans hides.
Mr. Sir.
Anybody's.
Hideaways.
He's strong as a bull. I think he's a football player.
No, I'm afraid not. We'll let our viewers have another look at Mr. Anthony Bellick. At the same time, we'll tell them what his line is. All right, Mr. Bellick, you know how we score with this thing here? Every time you can give a no answer, I flip one of these. All right, Mr. Bellick is salaried. Let's begin the general questioning with Jack Carter.
Me?
Yeah.
Is there a product connected with
Yes, there is.
with whatever you do? Is this a product that I might use?
Yes?
It's dirty something? Is it a product that would be make things? Is a product that would make me make things happier in some way?
Yes.
Yeah, it would tend, I think, the use of it would tend to make you
Would
feel
it?
better.
Was a product that would it touch the body?
Yes.
It would touch the body?
Yes.
What did I ask that for? I'm stuck now. Is it a product that would touch the body? Is it in the area of, say, above the shoulders?
Yes.
Could.
Around the head. Would it possibly go on the hair? Would it have anything to do with the hair at all?
Yes.
Could.
Let's see. On the hair. Would I have maybe put it on my hair before I came to the show tonight?
No, I don't think so, Jack, and you'll understand the no later on. All right, 1 down to 9 to go, Miss Benton.
Is it something that would not only go from the shoulders above, but might it touch below the shoulders too, whatever this is?
Yes.
Can you hold it in your hand, this product?
Yes.
Easily?
Yes.
With one hand?
Yes.
Nice. Have a hand free to do something else then. Is it applied directly to the skin on the body?
Yes.
Did Jack ascertain whether it makes you feel better? It does?
Yes.
It does. Is it something that you would put all over you, possibly?
Yes.
You might. Yeah, you might. Yeah.
Is it anything that you might use in the bath?
Well, no.
I mean, in the bathroom. That's what I meant.
Was in the bar.
Oh, I really did mean in the bathroom, but I'll pass if you like. Oh, well.
How noble are we now? 2 down to 8 to go, Mr. Sir.
John, is this one of your come-ons, or is this really used sometimes in the bathroom?
Could be, sure.
It could be. It can also be used in other places.
Yes.
You say this is applied directly to the skin.
Yes.
Can be.
Yes, can be.
Could this be purchased in a drugstore?
Yes.
After you've applied it to the skin, would you be pleasanter for other people to come in contact with? You would?
You sure would, brother.
Would people know by the sense of smell that you would apply this to yourself before you, if you had done so?
No.
No,
They
that's
would not?
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, would you ever apply this to anything besides yourself?
Yes.
Would you ever put this on an animal?
Yes.
Yes?
Would you put it on a dog?
Yes.
And this would in some way make the dog more suitable for human society.
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with something that the dog might have on him? That you'd like
Yes.
him not to have on him?
Yes.
Is it like fleas?
Yes.
Is it a type of flea remover or deterrent or chaser or something like that?
Yes.
Is it in powder form?
Yes.
Is it police?
Now, just for fun, let's see if you can figure out what it is Mr. Villick has to do with flea powder.
He sells it?
That would make it 4 down and 6 to go. Mr. Carter.
He doesn't sell it?
No.
Just keeps it around the house all day?
Yeah.
Must be a lot of fleas in Norwalk. Let's see. Norwalk is listening.
You didn't mean that.
What do you do with the flea powder? Let's see. Well, are you connected with the, do you,
What was that again?
are you I gotta be at a party at New Year's, you know. Do you, this, are you're with the company that makes the flea powder?
Yes.
That's it. He makes flea powder. That's right. What I say was right. All right, Mr. Villick, thanks very much. I think they had a pretty tough time. It was a very interesting occupation. Thanks for being our guest. The high-low flea powder, Jack.
Huh?
I just threw that in.
Throw it
All
out.
right, in just a moment, we'll meet tonight's mystery guest. But first, here's Dick Stark.
Friends, let me show you one big reason why the word for electric shaver is Remington. Here's the powerful man-sized Remington 60 Deluxe with its 3 extra-long double shaving heads. On the other hand, here's the old-fashioned type of electric shaver, which, as you can see, has only 2 short, small, single shaving heads. Now then, obviously, we're going to make a comparison. As you can see, the Remington is much bigger. It's man-size. As a matter of fact, it has 140% more live shaving area. Now then, what does that mean? It means that the Remington will give you a faster, closer shave. Friends, I have here a piece of velvet. It's a board with a piece of velvet on it. What I'm going to do is take this old-fashioned type of electric shaver and hold it against that velvet. There we are. Now, I want to do the same thing with the Remington 60 Deluxe. Now, what I want you to do is look at the larger area shaved by the Remington. It's both wider and longer. So you see, the man-sized Remington is just bound to give you a faster, closer shave, right? All right, now, think about this. In spite of its size and its power, this man-sized Remington is amazingly gentle. It's so gentle, it can shave the short, close fuzz off of a peach without ever harming that tender skin. So you can see, it's bound to give you a more comfortable shave. You know, the trend these days is very definitely to electric shaving, and the word for electric shaving is Remington. Tomorrow, why don't you go to your favorite store or Remington Rand shaving headquarters and ask for a Remington on the 14-day free trial plan. See if you don't agree with me that every man who shaves should reach for the Remington electric shaver.
Now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity. My friends on the panel would recognize our guest, so, as usual, we've supplied them with blindfolds. And are the blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? mystery challenger, we dispense with preliminaries, get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Bennett, sir.
That was a very generous round of applause. May I take it that your face is one that is familiar to the public?
Yep.
It's a man. Am I correct?
Yeah.
It is a man. I bet you're not as cute as Debbie Reynolds. Is it a man his picture has appeared in the paper within the past months?
Yep.
Sounds like a husky kind. Would you by any chance be in the sports world?
Yep.
Well, we've got the tennis championship going on here. We had quite a baseball series going. Would you be a ball player by any chance?
Yep.
Have you been cavorting about the polo grounds in the past 3 days?
Yep.
Oh, dear. You're either a giant or a dodger. Is that correct?
Yep.
Well, which one are you? You're not going to beat Willie Mays again. We had him once. Am I correct in assuming you are not Willie Mays?
Yep.
Are you a teammate of Willie Mays?
Nope.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Gilgallen.
Are you a Dodger?
Nope.
2 down, 6 to go. Mr. Cotter.
What did I do?
You're not a Dodger?
Not a Dodger.
That question's been
He's
answered.
not a Dodger?
That question's been answered in the negative, yeah.
Well, then I don't care, because I'm a Brooklyn fan. And I'm sick. And you're a ball player in town. Let's see. Who else played in town today?
Who else played at the polo ground?
No conference has been called. Mr. Cotter?
What?
No conference. Continue with your
I don't even know who I'm talking to. They might have left. Who put the network out? Where is everybody? You're a ball player. Well, he's not a Dodger and he's not a Giant. Are you with another New York team?
Nope.
Thought maybe the Yankees pulled back. Queens has a ball club.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Preston.
I do have to, I have to go over this again. You say that you were at the polo grounds today, that you are a ball player, that you are not a Giant, and you are not a Dodger. Now, have all those
Well,
things...
actually, to correct, the question was on the polo grounds the last 3 days. The answer was given in the affirmative.
Yes.
And the specific question, are you a Dodger, has been asked, and the answer was no. And then the specific question, are you a Giant, was asked, and the answer to that was no.
This is one of those dirty tricks. There were 2 of them, Arlene. I bet you there were 2 of them.
You know... Oh!
Well, you may have 15 seconds for a
You know,
comment.
I think
there were
at
2 of
different
them up here.
tonals, didn't you get different tones?
Well,
of
I can
voices?
ask if there are more... Are there more than one head over there?
Because heads are ball.
Yep.
Are there 2 people there?
Yep.
There was 1
Are
giant,
one of them a
Dodger.
Giant and one of them a Dodger?
Yep.
Well, it's the first time you've been sitting down together happily like this. Well, I know that the Dodger is smiling tonight, but I don't know that it'll last. Now, let me see. Are you pitchers?
Nope.
All right, take it
That
away,
makes
Bennett.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Third.
Well,
I
now,
know
this
one.
is going to be very difficult. I'm going to ask questions that they'll have to answer correctly. Is one of you a pitcher?
Yes.
Oh.
And the other one is not a pitcher?
Yes.
Go ahead, Bennett. That's right.
Is the one who is a pitcher the one from the New York Giants?
Yep.
And the one from the Dodgers is not a pitcher?
Yes.
Is the one from the Dodgers an outfielder?
Yes.
Well, let's get better. The star outfielder of the Dodgers is Duke Snyder. Is the outfielder Duke Snyder? Now, all we have to get is a giant pitcher.
Bennett?
Well, now, let's see.
You did say is the star outfield Duke Snyder. Is that what you said, Bennett?
Yes.
And you got an affirmative answer?
Yes, did I not?
Yeah, sure.
Now, all I've got to get is a giant pitcher. Did you pitch in one of the 3 games of the series just concluded?
All the Giants.
That doesn't do me any good at all.
There were a lot there, Bennett.
Yeah. Well, now it's going to have to be Antonelli, Magli, or Gomez. Is it one of those three? Magli, Gomez, or Antonelli?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to name my favorite then. Have you got a nickname of the barber?
Yep.
It's Sal Magli.
Jack, you can take your mask off.
Oh, I like it like this now.
You like it?
Thought maybe
Well,
Steve
Sal
was back.
and, Duke, I must say, I saw the game Friday right down in the front row, and I haven't had so much fun in a long time. Sal, I was proud of you, proud that I knew you, and Duke, you all made a wonderful try, and you came through today and won. So,
Well, I wasn't too proud of Sal Friday, but I was proud of our players today.
well, you had every reason to be. It was a really grand job for both of you did. You all played good ball, and now I'm in a corner, you see, because if Sal was here alone, I'd say, Sal, we'll get in there and fight for the Giants. If you were here alone, I'd say, get in there and fight for Brooklyn. So I'll say, both of you fight and may the best team win. They're
Better
both
look
great
out for
teams.
Milwaukee.
Thanks a lot for being our guest. Well, we have a minute to remind you that if you would like to try to puzzle our panel with your occupation, like to appear in What's My Line, make application very quickly by sending us a picture, a small snapshot that you can spare because it can't be returned. Send your name, address, occupation, and say when you'll be in New York. And send this not to me, that delays it. Send it to What's My Line, CBS, 485 Madison Avenue, New York 22, New York. We'll be back in just a moment, but first, here's Dick Stark with a word from Remington Rand.
And the word tonight is Univac, the giant brain made only by Remington Rand. It's the first electronic computing system to be proven by widespread use. Because of its exclusive self-checking features, Univac cannot make a mistake. That's why the United States government, General Electric, U.S. Steel, Metropolitan Life, and DuPont have selected Univac, the world's first electronic computer practical for commercial use. A product of Remington Rand, famous too for the Remington, the world's #1 electric shaver.
And now, before our panel says good night, may I remind you to tune in again next Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, when once again we invite you to play What's My Line. For other localities, check your local listings for the date and time of our weekly series.
Now, for those who prefer a cream, here is new Stop-It Cream Deodorant and Antiperspirant in the swivel case that works like a lipstick. This new twist means no stubborn jars, no gooey fingers, no waste, nothing to wash off. Look for this special display at your favorite drug or cosmetic counter. And remember, Stop-It Cream Deodorant and its anti-immunity factor, the new way to smooth away perspiration.
And now, until next week, this is John Daly saying good night, Dorothy.
Good night, Jack. It was lovely having you.
It was nice to be here. Good night, Steve Allen, wherever you are. Arlene?
Arlene what?
Francis. 2 first names. What a crazy girl.
Good night, Sands Point. Good night, Venice.
Have nothing to do with Sands Point. Good night, John.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to have had you with us, Jack, and nice to have had all of you with us on What's My Line.
This has been a Mark Dixon, Bill Todman production. In association with the CBS Television Network.